The hell?
Hey everybody, welcome to the Tone Church. I wasn't going to make a video on this, but it is an interesting phenomenon that I'm troubleshooting now, so I figured why not film it. Got my 1960, whatever it is, Crestline era Gibson Skylark GA-5T in this cab that I built. It's got a 12-inch speaker, and I was trying out different speakers, and I did a demo of a pedal I'm building. And every once in a while, I would hear static.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
So I wasn't sure what that was, but I think I just figured out what it was. I took out the heck did I have in there? Had an Oxford speaker in there, and I was getting static. So I took it all apart again, put a Jensen in there, and I just had it on the bench actually, and no static. So I put it all back together again with the Jensen, and now I'm getting static. I haven't played it yet, but there it is. And I think that's the original pot, so it might be the pot, might be something else, but I'm gonna try and troubleshoot this. I'm gonna disassemble this whole thing again. See if we can't figure out what the heck's going on. So if that sounds interesting to you, not sure why it would, but if it does, hang tight. Wish me luck.
Yeah!
Alright, we have the chassis of the GA-5T pulled here, and it's kind of a mishmash. The circuit's been, for the most part, completely rebuilt, and there's some work from the previous owner and some work from myself. Put links in below if you're interested in that. There's plenty of videos on this amp, and it looks like there's going to be another one. Hopefully the last one for fixing it. So this is the volume pot right here, and this is the original pot, and there's a terminal tree soldered onto the back of it. I would never do that, because you got to get a tremendous amount of heat.
Angela, it is 1,000,000 degrees.
You know, to melt the solder and get that to stick on there. But I'm going to play around with this a little bit. Check all the connections, make sure everything's good, no cold solders or anything. Check voltages, make sure we're not getting DC where there shouldn't be any. But I have a feeling it's just, you know, that pot's old and tired. So, alright, that's what I'm going to do. Here we go. I like my fruit snacks like I like my women. Alright, since we are getting static on the output, the first place I wanted to check was this coupling cap right here to make sure we weren't getting, you know, high voltage DC passing through and getting to the output tubes. And that is this guy right here. This is one of the components that was that I didn't change or touch. It was in here the whole time. As you can see, as I mess with it, I don't know if you can hear that, but we're getting static. There is no DC on the back side of it, so that's not the problem. But yeah, she seems kind of shoddy, so we'll start by replacing her, and then we'll take it from there. Alright, we got the new coupling capacitor installed, and that's all working good, and it's sounding good, but when I was testing it out, I had the volume all the way up, and it seemed quiet, and I kept hitting notes, and the vibrations probably vibrated the chassis, and then it, you know, jumped to the volume that it should have been. So, you know, I turned the volume knob again a bunch of times, and yeah, this volume pot's got to go. It's got some internal issues, so let's do that. Before we try that, I'm going to give the pot a squirt of deoxit F5, and then rotate the knob back and forth about 1,000 times, and then I'm going to take the tone pet outside, and then we'll see if that fixed the problem. If that didn't fix the problem, then we'll change the pot. There's the tone pet. Can you believe he's 17 years old? Unfortunately, he's got some serious health problems, and he'll probably be up in the great dog pound in the sky with Uncle Rusty soon. So the Tone Nun and I are trying to enjoy him as much as possible and give him the best quality of life. Right? Say hi. Nah, you don't care. He's looking for mice. Okay, so I didn't end up replacing the potentiometer. I just sprayed it with some stuff. That's not going to cut it. So the Fader F5 let us down on this one. So we're going to have to go in and change the pot, which is a bunch of work that I didn't want to do, but got to do what you got to do. All right, I think we got to the root of the problem here. So what we did before was replace this capacitor here, this coupling capacitor. Had that old ceramic in there that was all microphonic and noisy and staticky. That didn't fix the problem. We changed the pot. That helped a little bit, but that didn't totally fix the problem. So there was one more ceramic coupling capacitor, probably an original one. Right here, we changed that guy out. That's this guy here. So these two are the new coupling capacitors. And I think we fixed the problem. Much better. All right. So that's going to be the end of this video here. And I'm going to put this all back together. I misspoke at the beginning of the video. When I first started really noticing the problems, I had a vintage Alnico Jensen in here. And that's a 4-ohm speaker. We want an 8-ohm speaker. I do have a vintage Alnico Oxford speaker, which I'm going to throw in the cabinet. And I'm going to record the video that I wanted to record originally. And that video is going to be a video where we try to answer the age-old question, will it rumble? So I hope you check it out. Thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you learned something. I know I did. Later. Rock on.
Done.